Bang, bang, bang. Welcome in, everybody, live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We are getting ready to go racing here tonight for playoff race number 1 at the Bristol Motor Speedway for the Madness Racing League Homerun Cafe Total Non-Stop Action Truck Series. Race number 9, playoff race number 1. We're in Bristol, Tennessee, getting ready to tackle on the last great Coliseum around the 0.53 world's fastest half mile. The drivers are locked and loaded inside of their race cars, getting ready to go racing here tonight. Qualifying is underneath our way. We got about 30 seconds remaining here. These drivers have woken up early this morning to take the green flag here at Bristol Motor Speedway. It is going to be an epic day of racing. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see if we can't go ahead and bring up those qualifying results for you here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. On the pole tonight will be the number 24, or I should say this afternoon, this morning, depending on where you are located, will be the number 24 of James Fountain. He'll be on the pole here tonight from Greenville, South Carolina. He'll lead him to the green here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Still waiting on about a couple more seconds. Looks like the admin is talking, over with the drivers currently at the moment of what is going to happen here tonight. We are scheduled for what's going to be 200 laps tonight around the Bristol Motor Speedway. It is set to be an awesome, action-packed event here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, as these guys continue to fill in their race cars, we'll pull up tonight's starting grid, beginning front 12 drivers. Ladies and gentlemen, James Fountain, Ty Robertson will share the first front row. Looks like he's still waiting on a few more drivers to load in. Well, we're going to have about 14 cars here tonight. We'll go ahead and get tonight's starting lineups kicked off here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Just want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to at least see the drivers here. This is playoff race number 1. This is a extra exciting day to go racing. On the pole here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, driving the number 24 machine from Greenville, South Carolina. That's going to be James Fountain. On the outside of him, driving the number 9 Chevy Silverado here tonight, that's Ty Robertson. Starting in the third place spot, second row, driving that number 02 Menards Maynard Motors Ford F-150, the kid of Nicholas Maynard. On the outside of him will be the number 8 Chevy Silverado with DraftKings on board this weekend of Corey Tessner. On the inside of him, driving the number 66 NR3 Designs Toyota Tundra from Union Beach, New Jersey, that's Neil Rutt. On the outside of him, behind him, fourth row here, going to be the number 5, that's T.I. Johnson Silverado of Chase Johnson. On the inside of him will be one of those brand new iRacing Dodge Rams. It's the Snap-on 01 of Everett Larson. Behind him will be the number 01 from Burnside, Kentucky of Michael Durham Jr. And on the outside of him, driving another one of those Dodge Rams, brand new here in the game, John Michael Bryant. And behind him, driving the number 42 Marble Cigarette Machine. He's standing really good in the playoff performance standings. That's Virgil Pyramid. On the inside of him will be the number 27 Nurse Aviator Toyota of Adam Peeler. On the outside of him will be the number 15 Toyota of Dakota Pignataro with Tim Powers. Driving the Margaritaville number 45 here tonight with Dayton Barnes. On the outside of him in the Midwest E Motorsports number 14 machine. Ladies and gentlemen, you have met your favorite drivers. Lights are getting ready to go off on top of the base car, indicating to us that we are getting ready to go racing. And if we can get one more lap here, I will bring up tonight's keys of the race, making sure that you guys know who's getting ready to head towards your way here in just a moment. We'll see what Peter the Pace Car wants to do when he comes around from turns 3 and 4. Does he hang the left? Enter 1 and 2, so we will take that one more lap, So 200 laps here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, or I should say this morning, for 3 sets of tires, 82% in fuel, somewhere between 90 and 110 laps is what these drivers will have to work with here tonight. Getting ready to find the green flag here in playoff race number 1 at the Bristol Motor Speedway for the Madness Racing League in the Homerun Cafe Total Nonstop Accident Truck Series. Presented to you by the Homerun Cafe located in Greer, South Carolina. Looks like Peter the Pace Car just doesn't want to come off the racetrack quite yet. He doesn't hear you fans in the chat chatting it up here. Sold out crowd tonight in Bristol, Tennessee. We're in the Smoky Mountains, getting ready to go racing here tonight. 14 of the best, 2 abreast, looking for a chance to climb the standings and be the champion here in Season 3. The lights are off on top of the race car. We're going racing this time. Storylines are coming your way in just a moment. We have tons of brand new stuff to bring you inside of the Madness Racing League. We'll get that green flag here tonight in the last great Coliseum. Chase Johnson will pull off of the racetrack. He'll take the starting part here tonight in that number 5 Chevy. Green flag is in the air here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. We're racing in Tennessee. Off the corner, number 4. Lap number 1 is in the book, and it's led by James Fountain. And that number 24 machine behind him will be Ty Roberts and Nicholas Maynard. And Corey and Todd Tesner battling out here up front. John Michael Bryant takes that brand new number 23 Dodge Ram to the top side of the racetrack off turn 4 and heads across the front straightaway. He'll sail into the 5th place spot here tonight at Bristol behind Corey Tesner and this number 8 machine riding out of the front nose of the Boogeyman. John Michael Bryant getting a great run off the top corner. There gets a little bit loose in that Ram. With Marines on board this week. He's on the outside though. He'll pull to the right rear quarter panel. Corey and Todd Tesner. They'll battle door to door here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. We were talking to John Michael Bryant, driver of that number 23, your mom's favorite driver. Might as well go ahead and throw that one in there while we're at it. John Michael Bryant driving this brand new Dodge Ram inside of the Madness Racing League on the iRacing platform. Released the recent update last week here. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. John Michael Bryant has been anticipating this manufacturer swap from Ford to Dodge over the last couple of weeks. He could not stop talking about it. During the pre-race, John Michael Bryant moving up the field slowly right now. He's in the 3rd place position, carrying 5 spots, already from where he started here tonight. Rolling into 2nd place spot is that Maynard Motors Ford F-150, running away from John Michael Bryant of Nicholas Maynard, the kid. Nicholas Maynard won the race number 5, I believe it was, at the Rockingham Speedway. Nicholas Maynard is one of the 6 different winners we had out of 8 regular season races. He's currently rounding out the 2nd place spot as we speak. Riding along with the race leader of James Fountain inside of this number 24 Apex Grading Chevy Silverado. James Fountain, one of the better ones we have in the league on the short track. When we head to the short track, I'll say James Fountain, a 2-time winner this season. He was the only repeat winner we had all year long in the regular season. James Fountain picked up that win at the Daytona International Raceway in Double Down at Dover right before we kicked off the playoffs this week. However, though, here comes Ty Roberts and Everett Larson. Everett Larson driving one of those brand new Snap-on 01 Dodge Rams here tonight on the Moody Scoot Racing channel, just trying to make his way up to the front of the field. We're already 10 laps into tonight's 200 schedule, so 190 laps to go here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Everybody's going to have to get it together, get it up and moving nicely, neatly here. I think we can get you down on the racetrack for tonight's Madness Racing League's playoff race. Fast and live. Give me just a moment, folks, here. Over and it should load right up for you. Speedway, listening to the Fast and Loud for the first time here in playoff race number 1. The front 4 drivers are pretty much nose to tail with one another. It's James Fountain and that number 24 machine, followed by a Ford F-150 of Nicholas Maynard. To scoot back into the 3rd place position, you'll find the first Ram in the field. That's John Michael Bryant, followed by Corey Tesner in that 4th place spot. Here comes Ty Roberts and Everett Larson and Michael Durham Jr. on the little long run here. 5th, 6th, and 7th place scored on the racetrack. Nose to tail here, riding out the front nose. Up to 0-1 one of Michael Durham Jr. Inside of this freaky fast Jimmy John's number 01 machine down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Michael Durham Jr. has a win on the year. Excuse me, Michael Durham Jr. went to victory lane at the Texas Motor Speedway way earlier, in the season. He's been really fast all year long. Can't say enough about Michael Durham Jr. in this Toyota 01 team. They found some speed there early in the year, just trying to piece it all together and go back to victory lane. Behind him, though, is another Toyota. We got 4 of these Toyotas lined up in a row. Not sure, maybe that's some kind of strategic manufacturing pick strategy call or something like that, but Adam Peeler driving this number 27 Toyota here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, a.k.a. known as the Nurse Aviator. Don't really know what that means, but Adam Peeler making some moves here within the Madness Racing League inside of the ID5 Asphalt Series as well. You can find over on the YouTube page located in the top right portion of your screen. Adam Peeler talked to him in the garage earlier today. We asked him how he thought about the Bristol Motor Speedway and was this one of his better tracks. He said he loved and enjoys short track racing, but nobody should ever hear the words that the Bristol Motor Speedway sucks come out of their mouth. Adam Peeler said the last great Coliseum has put on some of the best battles known to man, like Terry Labonte, Dale Earnhardt, all them other great folks. Right now, though, it's home of the Madness Racing League TNA Truck Series playoff race number 1 live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Testers all over that back bumper again of that Ram Marines 23 machine of John Michael Bryant. Nothing stops Ram, and you're going to have to find a lot here tonight to beat John Michael Bryant. He's not going to be defeated. Ladies and gentlemen, as we watch the battles continue to work here at the Bristol Motor Speedway playoff race number 1, it's currently on our way. We'll go ahead and bring up those points standings here. So how it worked here, folks, was the top 10 drivers in points got a spot to the playoffs. You had to be top 10 in points. However, though, if you fell below the top 10 in points, like where Thomas McLaughlin is, it looks like that's just a little bit confused where they didn't fix the ranking points, excuse me. So it was the top 10 drivers, and then they were based on where they finished. They were seeded and given points. Ty Robertson, 50 points to start the playoffs. Michael Durham Jr., and you see all the way on down there. So those are the top 10 drivers battling out for the playoffs here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Back down here on the main broadcast cam, Tim Powers and this number 45 Margaritaville Chevy Silverado, has lost a lap early here underneath the green flag conditions. We're already 30 laps into tonight's playoff race. Every one of them has been underneath the green flag condition up to this point. Don't want to jinx it. However, though, Tim Powers says the truck's just a little bit loose right now, chattering on the right rear. Got some damage on the tail end of this 45 Margaritaville machine. Tim Powers, though, might be up there in age, but when age comes experience. Tim Powers can definitely rebound from this mistake here. He's only 1 lap down, currently scored as the lucky dog position if we were to get a caution. Corey Tester cutting some of the quicker lap times on the racetrack right now. Here comes Ty Robertson in this number 9 machine. He'll try to make something shake as well. Ty Robertson, 2-time winner this season. He was one of the other multiple-time winners. He won last week, 2 weeks ago. Corey Tester. This number 8 truck won 2 weeks ago at the Kansas Motor Speedway. He made our 7th different winner out of 8 races. Whoa, what a big loose jump right there from the number 8 of Corey Tester. We got a little freeway battle right here for the 3rd place spot. Bryant on the inside of that 23. Tester up top, back door. It looks like Robertson on the inside. Michael Durham Jr. Everett Larson work back down in the distance. They're trying to make something shake. We got lap traffic ahead of us. That's Dagan Barnes. And that number 14 machine, E-West Motorsport, the Atlantic Cabinet, number 41. On the top side of the racetrack, trying to make something shake. He'll lose a couple more positions here. He's a lap down as well. And so is the number 42 now of what's going to be Virgil Perriman. He's down on the bottom side of the racetrack. He's battling some handling conditions here early. So it's Fallon, Maynard, Bryant, Robertson, Texner, the top 5 drivers. Michael Durham Jr. and Everett Larson have caught up to the back half of this pack as well. They want to make something shake here inside of this battle. Look at this right here. John Michael Bryant leading this brand new Dodge Ram inside of the iRacing platform here in the front half of the Madness Racing League. He's going to have to cut the air off to the number 9, but he's not able to. Looks like Ty Robertson's able to get that left rear, that right rear quarter panel. They'll climb the banking through 3 and 4. Side by side, neither one of these guys was going to give an inch. John Michael Bryant, Ty Robertson, been battling all year long. Friends, maybe never. Side by side across the front straightaway. The fans are on their feet, ripping and roaring. They're loving what they're seeing here tonight. Rutt to third inside of this number 66 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro for NR3 Designs and MND Motorsport. Rolling around the bottom side of the racetrack, he's trying to save a little bit of rubber. It's what we were hearing inside of the chatter on the radio inside of this number 66 machine. Neil Rutt to third, a full-time modified driver at the Wall Stadium in New Jersey. And if you didn't hear the news about Wall Stadium, back on the NASCAR Regional Tour short track circuit. So finally, some NASCAR sanctioned races coming back to the Wall Stadium in New Jersey. I'm going to have to catch me a flight up there and catch a couple races. But check out that boy Neil Rutt in his modified. However, though, Corey Tessner has gone backwards here. He's lost another spot. He's in jeopardy of losing another one here to Michael Durham Jr. in this freaky fast number 01. Toyota Tundra caution flag is out on the racetrack, and I'd imagine it's for that one we just seen spin down on the bottom side of the racetrack right there. That's Tim Powers in the 45. We will back that ass up here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for the instant replay. Take a look and see exactly what happened to Tim Powers. He slowed down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Take a look. See smoke coming out the left rear of the number 45. He's trying to get it slowed down, and on the pit lane, hits the thing, and oh! There went James Fallon, the race leader, by at that exact time. That maybe caused the caution flag to trigger now that I think about it. So Tim Powers had to back up into his box as well. It's just unfortunate right there, ladies and gentlemen. So we can't get it back over here on the main broadcast cam where James Fallon has caught the pace car waiting on Peter to slow the hell down. Excuse me. So pit lane will be open this time around. We're underneath the caution flag for, I would imagine it triggered it right there as Fallon, the race leader, has led every lap up here tonight up to this point. Comes around on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, and he's got Maynard in the distance, and it looks like Tim Powers just jumps over the wall. We're right on board with Nicholas Maynard. These guys hop over the wall. They'll jack up the right side of the race car. It's going to be 4 fresh Goodyear tires all ready for Nicholas Maynard and this number 02 team. These guys are going to jack up and try everything possible to get Maynard on and off the pit lane and win the battle off pit road. So Fallon to win the battle off pit road. Maynard, Tetzner over Robertson, give it to Neil Rutt, John Michael Bryant, Everett Larson. It's going to be a little battle right here as well between Pignataro and Dagan Barnes. So it looks like you're going to have to give it to the 15 of Dakota Pignataro. Still got a couple more drivers down there working on these race cars. Can we get 1,000 likes in the chat, folks, early here on a Saturday morning, racing inside of the TNA Truck Series for the Madness Racing League after troubles last night left us not to be able to have the race on Friday night like typical. It is A-OK. We gladly appreciate everybody. Actually, a little 14 decent car field here this morning. That's a lot more than I expected. It's great racing up to this point. We are already underneath our first caution flag here tonight, about 40 laps into tonight's race. I want to go ahead and get that shit triggered up here, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Peeler will be our race leader, 45 laps into tonight's main event. We've only had 1 caution flag for 2 laps. Not sure why it says 4. That is A-OK. Adam Peeler, the nurse aviator, will become the race leader this time around, but never mind. He'll call it quits. He'll bring it down on the pit lane. So Adam Peeler will come down on the pit lane. He'll service his machine. This will put Michael Durham Jr. in the race lead with James Fallon on the outside. Nicholas Maynard in the 3rd place spot. Tetzner will take the top side 2nd row with Ty Robertson down low in the 3rd row. Outside will be Neil Rutt the 3rd, followed by John Michael Bryant in that number 23 Ram with another Ram to the outside of him, and Everett Larson. Dakota Pignataro will work around here in the 15 car, the 9th place spot with Adam Peeler catching the tail half of the field. So it'll be on Michael Durham Jr. on the bottom side of the racetrack through the Geico restart zone. He will take the restart here. Maynard right behind him in the number 02. Fallon up top in the 2nd place spot. Green flag back in the air here in Bristol. Michael Durham Jr. on these old tires here, guys. How is this going to shake out? Maynard all over the back bumper trying to make something shake. He'll throw it 3 wide down, and they're barely able to get it clear. It's the number 01 of Michael Durham Jr. Maynard puts the bumper to the back of the number 01 of Michael Durham Jr. The battle here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Climb on the banking through turns 3 and 4. Tester gets a really good restart right there. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. This time, excuse me, Michael Durham Jr. on those old tires goes backwards now and early. Everybody's able to hold on to it. They'll hold the restart. We're back racing here at Bristol. 50 laps complete this time around. Ty Robertson, Michael Durham Jr. going at it here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. John Michael Bryant loose off the corner with Everett Larson and Neil Rowe. We got a pile up here in Bristol. Caution flag is out. Holy shit, folks. 4 or 5 cars involved here on the front straightaway, and the caution flag is out at Bristol. This should be the wreck that we are looking for. Never mind, I apologize. That is John Michael Bryant that went around. Give us just a second. We'll have to pull this one up. We'll be back in just a moment. It looks like we are going to have a conversation with the drivers from the admin. Be back in just a second. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. I believe I found this replay for you guys. I am not entirely sure why our ticker keeps freezing up here on the left side. So here's where the caution flag flew. John Michael Bryant getting tapped in the left rear by Everett Larson. Larson slides down the bottom side of the racetrack, and everybody and their mama fills in here as well. We got them park light protesters down on the bottom side of the racetrack here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. John Michael Bryant has a ton of damage to the front. See how these guys shake it all out here in just a moment. Peter the pace car works his way off a pit lane. He'll be catching, looks like, James Fountain and these guys again as they come down and top off on Sunoco Racing Fuel. We are flashing all over the place here on the right side of my screen, so we'll get you back here on the main broadcast cam and get you on the roll bar or something where we can get you updated with this remaining schedule. I've seen 2 of you guys throw in the DM here on the left side of my screen asking for the remaining schedule. 2 weeks from now, we'll head to Chicagoland. It's going to be one hell of a race, folks. I can't say that. We were scheduled for 120 tonight at Bristol. The drivers insisted that we get more laps, so 200 laps is the scheduled distance here tonight. We'll get you over here and locked and loaded inside of these playoffs and how things shaked out here. Ty Robertson in that number 9 truck leading it here, seated number 1 in the playoffs. Michael Durham Jr. in the 2nd seed with Nicholas Maynard in the 3rd seed. Chase Johnson in the 4th seed had to take the starting part here tonight, so he'll definitely drop down in the standings. But it's been all James Fountain up to this point in this number 24 machine. James Fountain at the bottom of the playoff list. Even though he had 2 wins on the year, James Fountain, unfortunate luck left him with wrecked race cars several times throughout the season. James Fountain, though, here tonight has led already up to 52 laps. He has started on the pole, so he knows he will take at least 5 bonus points home with him tonight for sitting on the pole. He's going to have to eat into those playoffs points as the race goes on tonight and into the future with 3 more playoff races remaining after tonight. Corey Tessner, driver of this number 8 DraftKings Chevy Silverado for Chase Johnson Racing, went to victory lane 2 weeks ago at the Kansas Motor Speedway in pure dominating fashion. Tessner led over 89 laps at Kansas out of 110 ran, and he went to victory lane for the first time here in Season 3. Nicholas Maynard had a not-oh-so-great weekend 2 weeks ago at Kansas, but he got a win at the Rockingham Speedway. Consistent finishes, 4 top 5s for Nicholas Maynard has led him to being scored 3rd in the playoff seeding. He'll restart 3rd here as well when we get the green flag. And on the outside of him will be the number 9 Atlantic Cabinet Company Silverado of Ty Robertson. He'll restart from the 4th place spot here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Ty Robertson, 2 wins on the year, looking to grab his 3rd one here tonight at Bristol if he can get it done. However, though, it'll be the Chase Johnson Racing teammates on the front row of Corey Tessner and James Fountain. Green flag will be back up in the air here in just a second. You will have yourself more virtual racing coming here. 54 laps, now 55 out of the schedule 200. Everybody going to have to maintain a run, maintain a pace, and maintain the field. 5-car pile up underneath the previous caution flag. Seen that 27, that 66, that 01, that 23. All of these guys on your screen at the moment involved in it just a few moments ago. How does this number 23 machine of John Michael Bryant re-race the Ram truck in front of him of Everett Larson? Everett Larson drove right into the left rear of John Michael Bryant, spun off the corner of turn 2. Off of turn 4, a huge pileup on the front straightaway. John Michael Bryant in the 5.7-liter Hemi Dodge Ram. A look to the left rear quarter panel, the snap-on Ram of Everett Larson. They'll battle door-to-door, climbing the banking here at Bristol. Looking out the fan cam here, the Bristol Motor Speedway, as the sun sets down the beautiful Tennessee sky. Maynard, Durham, side by side for the race lead. For the second place spot, Michael Durham Jr. stayed out on those old tires on the previous caution flag, and he went down, took some full fresh good ones that time. He's worked his way back up here to the third place spot, and he's gotten around Nicholas Maynard. Corey Texter trying to roll down the back bumper of the James Fountain number 24 machine. And looks like Ty Robertson's looking to the left door of Nicholas Maynard. Maynard going backwards here after staying out on the long run here. He's on old tires. He's done lost 2 more spots here. Maynard now involved in the guys that were involved in that wreck underneath the caution flag that we were underneath last time. Nicholas Maynard trying to make something shake here on the long run. Adam Peeler, look at this Toyota back up through the field. He's in the 5th place spot, scored here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. From land from South Carolina, he didn't have to make too much of a trip here tonight to Bristol, Tennessee, home of the Tennessee Volunteers. And if you're a Tennessee Volunteer fan, God bless you. Go Gamecocks! I happen to be a South Carolina resident myself. Tons of South Carolina drivers in the field here tonight, which is fucking weird, but it is what it is. But however, though, look at these 2 battle right here teammates. Nicholas Maynard, John Michael Bryant. John Michael Bryant told Nicholas Maynard 2 weeks ago that he would be making the switch to the Dodge Ram program if Maynard wanted to come along with him. They had a spot at Ram for the 02 of Nicholas Maynard, but looks like Nicholas Maynard has stayed loyal to the Ford program. He is the only Ford Blue Oval in the field here tonight. John Michael Bryant working his way back up through the field after the caution flag there. Live here at the Booty Scoot Racing Channel, Bristol Motor Speedway playoff race number 1. The lights are slowly starting to come on here tonight. We got about 133 laps to go here at Bristol. Lap traffic will slowly be coming into effect here before you know it. Fountain, Tessner, Durham, the top 3 drivers. Watching this battle for the first place spot here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. Michael Durham Jr. trying to run down Corey Tessner and these boys in front of him. Tessner got a win on the year. Fountain's got 2 of them. Durham's got 1. 3 of the 6 different winners, are on your screen right here, battling for another one here tonight at Bristol. Back here where the battle for the 3rd place spot has really dissipated here between, looks like Ty Robertson and Adam Peeler. Everett Larson, who likes cars, has worked his way back up through the field. He's currently up 6 spots from where he started. Registered as the Hard Charger Award, but Everett Larson running part-time here in the TNA Truck Series, where he is not full-time. Everett Larson, 3rd place runner-up in the Xfinity Series on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel, trying to make a name for himself here. He'll battle for the 5th place spot with Adam Peeler. Ty Robertson coming some of the better lap times on the racetrack currently at the moment. We'll check the lap times as he crosses the line that last time. The leader, a 15.5. Ty Robertson, a 15.4. We'll go back here to the back half of the field. Maynard runs a 15.9 on old tires. Virgil Perriman runs a 15.9 on old tires. Neil Rutt turns a 16.1. So some guys back here struggling, trying to hold on to their race cars. Lap traffic is here, folks. Dakota Pignataro will lose the lap to James Fountain here on the long run here after the restart. We're 75 laps completed this next time around. One of the big things that I wanted to talk about here, but we specifically had to wait for the sun to go down, was how would the trucks change from day to night time. These drivers were informed and knew all week long, well, 2 weeks long, as we race every other week. They're big time lose for Dakota, not for Dakota Pignataro, for Neil Run to third. He'll lose a lap underneath the green flag condition as well. He'll go down, and Dakota Pignataro will pass him for the lucky dog. So this will be our battle for the lucky dog. Dakota Pignataro and Neil Run to third, as James Fountain puts them underneath the lap down, underneath the green flag condition. 9 guys remain on the lead lap here tonight at Bristol. And we're not even 120 laps to go. It's anybody's ball game here. Tesner has worked slowly and methodically to roll down the back bumper of the Apex Grading Hendrick Cars.com. Chase Johnson, teammate of James Fountain, in front of him. Does the DraftKings have enough money on the books to make a pass here? He's got Michael Durham Jr. right behind him. Riding on board with Corey Riptide Tesner. Said that Bristol Motor Speedway was one of the funner tracks to race at, one of his best ones. Tesner winless here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the Truck Series. Can he change that around here tonight? Battling for the race lead. Keep saying tonight, want to remind you folks that we were battling some issues on technical difficulties with the ticker last night, which allowed us not to be able to go live for the race, so we rescheduled to this morning. We actually got a 14-car field here tonight, which really shocked me. Was way more cars than I anticipated would show up here for a Saturday morning. Here comes Tim Powers out of pit lane. He comes down on the pit road. He'll take another set of Goodyear tires, 2 cans of Sunoco Racing fuel. He's just trying to stay off of the racetrack and prevent the caution flag from coming out here on the long run as these guys continue to try to pick off some laps. I'd say we probably picked off somewhere between 33, 34 laps underneath the green flag condition right now. Since that last caution flag lap, Michael Durham Jr. has caught Corey Tesner and James Fountain. This will be the battle for the race lead. More lap traffic ahead for James Fountain. How does he elect to play it around Dagan Barnes in this number 41 to Landon Cabinet Company Chevy Silverados? It looks like Dagan Barnes will rip to the top side of the racetrack, get right out of the way for the race leader in Corey Tesner, and Michael Durham Jr. will not even put a challenge on to lose another lap here. So Dagan Barnes now 3 laps down underneath the green flag condition. Dagan saying the car absolutely tight on the long run. Tesner looking for that move for the race lead underneath the number 24 of James Fountain. The battle door to door on turn 4. Michael Durham Jr. has the best spot in the house. The battle for the race lead, looking right out of the front nose of the number 01 of Michael Durham Jr. You're seeing what he's seeing. How does he methodically place his 01 Toyota to try to make a run for the race lead? Does he throw it 3 wide here at Bristol? Fountain, Tesner, Durham on the march here. Don't forget, folks, here comes Ty Robertson in that number 9 Chevy Silverado. He can save all the tire that he wants. He's in the fourth place spot, and he has slowly ran down the guys in front of him, and then he's catching them chunk after chunk after chunk. We'll check the lap times this last time around on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Ty Robertson of 15.735 to the race leader of Corey Tesner's 5.9. That time Ty runs a 15.8. This time he'll move to a little bit closer to the back bumper of James Fountain. How does this help out the number 9 machine? Lap traffic in the way of Virgil Perriman. He's on the lead lap, in trouble going down another one here, and it looks like he'll do just that. So Corey Tesner, the winner 2 weeks ago at the Kansas Motor Speedway, has taken over the race lead here 90 laps into the 200 at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Tesner looking for his second win back-to-back here inside of the TNA Truck Series. Tim Powers, big loose off the corner down on the bottom side of the racetrack. He's able to get it up and going. Will we keep it underneath the green flag condition? Caution flag is out. Don't even have to back that ass up for that one. Tim Powers loose off the corner. Down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Triggers the caution flag here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll go ahead and bring down that number 45 on the pit lane. No service to damage. So That'll rewrite the field here as Peter the pace car pulls back out on the racetrack. And we'll do you guys a favor. We'll keep it right here, commercial free, interrupted through the pit stops here. And strategy is going to be all over the place, I would imagine, with guys coming in and off of pit lane on different kind of strategies, led by Adam Peeler staying out on the racetrack. Corey Tessner will be the one bringing him down on the pit lane. Corey Tessner crawls into his box. He says, I'm going to need 4 fresh Goodyear tires, 2 cans of Sunoco Racing Fuel. Says the left rear was chattering there on the left front. But however, though, we had some speed here tonight. Just tighten it up a tad bit. We'll work it here. Battle off pit lane. We'll watch it from the sky cam here in turn 1 and 2. Tessner, guys, drop the jack. They'll get him on and off pit lane. He'll win the battle off pit road. Several more guys like Neil Rutten III, looks like Virgil Pyramid, John Michael Bryant, Neil Rutten III, those kind of guys will stay on pit lane and fix up a little bit of the damage on the race cars after we suffer that caution flag back on lap number 50 or so. We'll pull up tonight's race recap. 94 laps completed this time around. Adam Peeler going to be your race leader in the number 27 Toyota with Nicholas Maynard right behind him. Corey Tessner on those 4 fresh Goodyear tires will work his way from what's going to be the 3rd place spot on the restart with James Fountain right behind him. Ty Robertson, Michael Durham Jr. will settle out that 3rd row with what's going to be Everett Larson catching the back half of the field with the Ram of John Michael Bryant catching on as well. So we'll double them up this time around. Adam Peeler and Nicholas Maynard stay out there underneath that pit stop. So these 2 guys will have old tires trying to make something work here on the long run. If you didn't see the keys of the race here tonight, folks, on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, somewhere between about 90 and 110 laps in Sunoco Racing Fuel with only 3 sets of tires in the pits. So I'm not the smartest guy. You may be. I went to public school. However, 200 laps, 3 sets of tires, you do the math, you do 50, 50, 50, that's 150. But you got to get the caution flags right and or the green flag racing to be able to pit that kind of way. But how many of these guys counter your 50, 50, 50 strategy with 100 plus laps of fuel, knowing that you can go that long? Do you try to save the rubber and play the long run game? We're getting ready to find out right here. Adam Peeler, Nicholas Maynard on old tires. Fountain, Tessner right behind them. 30 laps hits the difference. Green flag back in the air here for Peeler pulled down in front of Nicholas Maynard, pulled down in front of Adam Peeler, I shall say. And these 2 will take 1-2 here. Not too many of these guys are going hard. Maynard went backwards to the half of position. Tessner, big time move. Turned off the corner. He's backwards here at Bristol. Caution flag is out. Caution flag is out for Corey Tessner and Everett Larson. And the number 01 live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, and we'll have to back that ass up for the instant replay and take a look and see what happened. Not entirely sure what happened to Corey Tessner and or Everett Larson. Now, typically I would want to do a replay, but it looks like it didn't trigger that one for us, so I'm not sure entirely what happened. Tessner got big time loose on the top side, on the bottom side of the racetrack. Look, he maybe hit that paint. Trying to save the race car, had it jacked up sideways, and everybody not able to get down on the brake fast enough, leaves these guys to go around. So, caution flag for Corey Riptide Tessner. We will back that ass up one more time and take a look and see what happened to Corey. As the caution flag flew here, we'll ride out the back bumper of the number 8 machine of Tessner. Take a look. Just trying to get the truck slowed down. Just gets tagged in the back half of the hard on the inside wall. There goes his left front quarter panel on the racetrack. The crews will have to come out and fix up these cars and clean up the racetrack. We'll be back here in just a moment. Looks like Adam Peeler is going to be scored the race leader, but it's going to be Peter the pace car heading off of pit lane this time around. We are underneath that caution flag here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Back in just a moment. back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Didn't want to make you guys miss any of these green flag pit stops, these yellow flag pit stops here. Want to try to keep you up to date as much as possible with the pit strategy call of playoff races on our way here. John Michael Bryant will slide this also brand new Dodge Ram on the iRacing platform into its pit box here. They will top off this number 23 Dodge Ram with Sunoco Racing fuel and patch up on the damage there from the caution flag earlier tonight. John Michael Bryant says the car feels absolutely wonderful. Just need to make something work here and get some green flag laps. Adam Peeler, Nicholas Maynard, the top two drivers, have stayed out here on the long run on old tires. James Fallon, Ty Robertson, and what was Corey Tessner into the caution flag there just a moment ago had went down there and taken 4 fresh Goodyear tires. James Fallon has absolutely dominated here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway up to this point from Greer, South Carolina. He has led a race high 89 laps here tonight, and he's looking for way more. Greenville, South Carolina, stand up for James Fallon as he works his way around the Bristol Motor Speedway. Scored last in the playoff standings. Fallon trying to make his shit change here tonight. He wants a shot at that championship here in Season 3. Michael Durham Jr. there stayed out on the original first caution flag we had on old tires. We got a caution flag about 2 or 3 laps later, and then I believe I seen that 0-1 go down on the pit lane in Service's race car. So he might have some brand new rubber or whatever the hell they call it these days. We will bring up the pit road information here in just a second. Bang, there we go. There are your pit stop strategy lap count calls. Excuse me, I know you probably cannot see that the best on your screen, and I will fix that for you in just a second. So there are how they have pitted here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Peeler pitted back on lap number 51, Maynard on lap number 43. Everybody else is pitted either on lap number 92 and or before that. We'll see how things shake out here in just a moment. So it'll be Adam Peeler, Nicholas Maynard, James Fallon, Ty Robertson, the top 4 drivers here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, getting ready to see the restart zone. Green flag is back in the air here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. We are slowly approaching what is now below the halfway point. Adam Peeler has the race lead here at the Bristol Motor Speedway on the restart. Maynard right behind him. James Fallon trying to make something square on the top side of the racetrack. Maynard will look into the right rear quarter panel of the Nurse Aviator, but he'll shut the air off down into turn 3. Peeler had to change his line up there to try to defend the move over Nicholas Maynard. That'll get Fallon the bottom on those 4 fresh brand new Goodyear rubbers. Let me spit it out, folks. Michael Durham Jr. will move up to the second place spot as he'll plug a hole underneath the bottom side as well. He's up 8 positions from where he started. Adam Peeler going backwards here with Nicholas Maynard. Those old tires may not be enough to hold on here on the long run. John Michael Bryant in the number 23 machine. He'll try to make something shake here as well in his number 23 Ram. Down on the bottom side of the racetrack, he'll move underneath the 27 of Adam Peeler. Caution flag out here on the Booty Scoot Racing track. Caution flag out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Looks like it's going to be Dagan Barnes and Dakota Pignataro having words here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, pulling up door to door. We'll back that ass up for the caution flag and take a look and see what happened. As we back that ass up for the instant replay, take a look and see what happened to Dagan Barnes and Dakota Pignataro. Looks like this shit had been going on for some while now. Dagan Barnes up top in that red truck. Pignataro to the top side, gets loose, flips the right rear of Dagan Barnes, ships him around 360 style. And Dagan Barnes was not happy with the way that he was raced right there. Both of these guys not happy with each other. Dagan Barnes will come down there and he'll put it right on the door of Dakota Pignataro and park it there. Look at these two guys. Dagan Barnes not happy inside of that race car with the way that he was just raced by Dakota Pignataro. We may see tempers flare here tonight. So caution flag is back out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Nicholas Maynard will finally call it quits. Looks like Adam Peeler will do the same thing. John Michael Bryant, Corey Tessner, and Neil Rutt will be the 5 drivers down on the pit lane, followed by Dakota Pignataro and Dagan Barnes, who have already made their pit pass road down here. John Michael Bryant's team will pull down on the pit lane. And the number 23 Stuka Machine, Nicholas Maynard's guys here, looks like they're going to take Sunoco Racing fuel only in the number 02. So he'll still continue to stay out on those old tires. Some strategy going on here tonight. Looks like everybody else either patching up some damage on their trucks and or trying to get the damage fixed up to a point they can stay out on the racetrack and keep some speed. Adam Peeler will take 4 fresh Goodyear tires, 2 cans of Sunoco Racing fuel, and he'll work his way off pit lane. Put you back here on the main broadcast cam. Take away the instant replay. We apologize for that. James Fountain back out front here, the Bristol Motor Speedway, where he's been out for much part of tonight. He's already led, I'd imagine, probably somewhere around 100 laps up to this point. James Fountain has had a bad, fast Chase Johnson racing Apex grading Chevy Silverado and pacing underneath the caution flag here at Bristol. That should put him overneath isn't even a word. What the hell am I talking about? That should put James Fountain over the 100 lap lead mark here this morning on the Bristol Motor Speedway. Again, want to apologize, folks. Last night we were not able to go live for the race, so we had to reschedule for this morning, and for 14 drivers to take time out of their morning here on a Saturday on their weekend to participate inside of the Madness Racing League playoff race number 1. Not the most unfortunate thing that you want to see from week to week, but whatever happens, happens. These are the 14 dedicated drivers that want a shot at the championship. The lights will go off on top of the base car this time around, and we will have them re-racked for you folks here. And we are getting ready to go back racing with James Fountain on the race lead here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll have the race lead with Michael Durham Jr. from MTL Motorsports on the outside. Ty Robertson will be in the 3rd place spot from Coleman, Alabama, with the kid of Nicholas Maynard from Wilford, South Carolina on the outside, who just took Sunoco Racing fuel only. No tires for Nicholas Maynard, so he still has 2 sets of tires into the pits, where everybody else has 1. We have about 90 laps to go here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Green flag back in the air here tonight at Bristol. How does everybody elect to play things here tonight? 3 sets of tires in the pits. Most of the drivers have already used 2 of them. You'll have 1 set of tires here for about 90 laps with 90 to 110 in fuel. Do these drivers have enough fuel to get to the end? Do you cut it somewhere down the middle trying to go get something? We'll find out here. Hopefully these guys can keep it underneath the green flag condition. John Michael Bryant roaring his way up through the field. He'll pull to the right rear quarter panel of Nicholas Maynard. They'll battle door to door to the banking of turns 3 and 4. John Michael Bryant ain't won a race all year long. He's looking for one here tonight at Bristol. Maynard battling back down on the inside, but he's on old tires. Not entirely sure when the last time he got a set of tires was, but it had to be sub-lap 60 or so, as we've been on the lean green flag run twice now for about 33, 34 laps. Adam Peeler comes down on the pit lane. He'll take some tires there as well, and some Goodyear rubber and some fresh Sunoco fuel. They'll work their way here. He's battling behind him as Neil Rutt the 3rd in that number 66 machine, followed by Corey Rick Todd Tessner. Virgil Perriman has worked his way back up here as well. Virgil Perriman down 1 spot from where he started, but he's back on the lead lap in this number 42 Toyota TRD Tundra Pro. Virgil Perriman, Marble Red on board this week. They've been on board all year long. The Cigarette Man, the Marble Man is what we've been calling him. And ladies and gentlemen, riding on board, looking at Virgil Perriman, turn laps around the last great Coliseum. He's got the cigarette underneath the helmet. You see the smoke blowing out of the helmet. That is not anger coming off of his helmet. That is pure nicotine, baby. And Virgil Perriman want to remind everybody to quit the dip, stop the nicotine pouches. If you're going to smoke, go old school style. Grab the flame, put it to the butt of the cigarette, and smoke that thing. Virgil Perriman has been one of the most steady guys all year long. I want to show and give a huge amount of appreciation to Virgil Perriman. Anytime a driver can come out here, whether they lack it in age difference, skill difference, or just the amount of time that they actually get to spend on the simulator and race, Virgil Perriman has zero, you heard that folks, fat goose egg, 0 top 5s on the season. It was scored 5th coming into the playoff based on pure consistency and finishing races. Virgil Perriman gets it while he can, and right now he's making the pass over the number 66 of Neil Rupp. .121 laps into tonight's main event. We got about 80 laps to go. I think it's only fair we get you down on the racetrack for tonight's Madness Racing League TNA Truck Series playoff race number 1. That's the line. Back here on the main broadcast cam, bringing it up live here. The Bristol Motor Speedway, things are in full effect here. How will these drivers elect to run the remaining 68 laps here tonight on the Moody Scoot Racing channel? Pull up your pit stop strategy, pit stop lap count here tonight on your screen, and see if you can't get it pulled over here to the left for majority parts of the thing. There we go. There we go, folks. A little better look at where everybody's come down here. Maynard last pitted on lap number 106. Took Sunoco Racing Fuel only. Tester pitted on 106. He took 4 fresh Goodyear tires in Sunoco Racing Fuel. Adam Peeler comes down on lap number 106, and he'll take Sunoco Racing Fuel in time. Everybody else has been out for about 30 laps now on some old rubber, trying to make something shake here on the Moody Scoot Racing channel. John Michael Bryant has some of the faster lap times on the track at the moment. The Boogeyman looks like 5 spots from where he started. John Michael Bryant currently scored in what's going to be the 3rd place spot here on the long one on the green flag position. He still has 60-something odd laps remaining here tonight. He's got to be patient inside of that number 23 truck, letting the 2 guys in front of him burn their shit off, and he should have a chance out of here tonight. However, though, James Fountain has set sail here with the race lead once more again here tonight. 125 laps led here as he comes across the line this time around. Followed right behind him is Michael Durham Jr., who's only led 3 in the freaky fast Jimmy John's Toyota. He's right behind him is the Ram of John Michael Bryant. 3 different manufacturers work the top 3 different spots with only 1 blue oval in the field here tonight. That's Nicholas Maynard. Maynard stayed out on the long run 2 times in a row on old tires. We do know for sure that Maynard has an extra set of tires in the pits, can compared to the rest of the field. How does the number 02 Menards team elect to play this? Do they pit during this green flag run, or do you wait and risk for a caution flag here in the closing laps, hoping and praying that you'll get a shot at it here at the Bristol Motor Speedway? Neil Rudd involved in that accident back a couple laps ago, a couple cautions ago. Big pile up on the front straightaway. This 66 truck hasn't been the same since. They're telling Neil that he needs to take it easy here on the long run. They want to try something different here. They believe Neil may have enough in his skill book, notebook, whatever you want to call it, to save enough tire to hold on to it here tonight. Virgil Perriman will now look to make that pass around the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard in this marble red number 42 Toyota. Perriman involved in the accident earlier. You see that Toyota kind of crushed in right there on the front half of the grill. Maynard just trying to hold his wheel here on the bottom side on these 80, 90 lap old tires here at Bristol. It cannot be fun out there. Bauman using every lesson learned that he's had over the last 3 seasons to hold on to the race lead here over Michael Durham Jr. John Michael Bryant lurks in the distance. Ty Robertson cutting up that gap. Adam Peeler trying everything he knows to work his way up through the front as well. But he is eating into the back bumper of Ty Robertson. 4 fresh Goodyear tires was an awesome call for Adam Peeler after staying out there with the race lead. We know that Adam Peeler had an extra set of tires, and he got to burn them about 20, 25 laps later than the guys in front of him. How does Ty Robertson hold on to these rubber here late? If he can manage those tires, he may have enough to run down the leader with about 54 laps to go. Here comes Nicholas Maynard down on the pit lane in the number 02 Ford F-150. His guys will hop the wall. They'll jack up the right side of the race car. It is going to be a tire stop here for Nicholas Maynard. They had an extra set of tires on pit lane after staying out for 90 plus laps here at Bristol. Maynard's going to put on 4 fresh Goodyear tires. They're going to drop the check, and he's going to let him go. He's going to lose 2 laps here underneath the green flag cycle. I would imagine inside of this machine, Dakota Pignataro will come down as well and try to service that car. Maynard jumps on and off the pit lane. He'll fill right into what will be behind the 6th and 7th place position here. Maynard's going to have to try to make something shake. Fountain climbing the banking through turns 1 and 2. Turn 3 and 4, excuse me. It's James Fountain, the race leader. Maynard going into 3 and 4 right now. Maynard will drive around Tessner, and looks like Neil Rutt, and he will have to unlap himself officially 2 laps. Okay, so if you go pit underneath the green flag cycle here, we just seen it from the 02 Nicholas Maynard, you will lose about 2 laps or so. Just wanted to make sure that we can confirm here 2 laps in racing, and they say is a killer number to be on when it comes to losing positions on the racetrack. You can always bounce back from 1 lap down, but 2 laps is almost impossible. But when you're racing at a place like the Last Great Coliseum here in Bristol, Tennessee, laps pick off fast. I mean, we're talking 14, 15-second lap times here tonight at Bristol, sometimes in the low to mid 16-second laps. If the tire wear is as good as the 02 team of Nicholas Maynard thinks that it is, he should be able to run around the guys in front of him and unlap himself. He might have a better advantage here. We got about 46 laps to go here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. James Fountain has been the dominant truck here tonight in the Apex Trading 24. Michael Durham Jr. has been right behind him trying to make something shake in that Toyota. But it's been all John Michael Bryant making his debut tonight for Ram in this stupid number 23 white, black, and gold Ram. Dodge Ram, excuse me, or should I just say Ram Stellantis? I don't want to get that confused. Don't want to be sued. Don't want anything like that. John Michael Bryant said he didn't need it to be on the program race for the seat with Carling Motorsports. He said John Michael Bryant, J-Money Motorsports, John Michael Bryant Motorsports, whatever you want to call it, got the call from Ram. He'll get the bumper from the back of Ty Robertson. We got a little stack up right here. Maynard on the march here. He'll pass John Michael Bryant. That's the 3rd place spot. Maynard will have to pull up next in line. It will be Michael Durham Jr., then the race leader of James Fountain. That'll put the kid of Nicholas Maynard down 1 lap if he can make his way around it. We're interested in this battle right here. John Michael Bryant, Ty Robertson going at it for the 3rd place spot here at Bristol. Robertson will get the position over John Michael Bryant. These two guys in a pissing match here at the last great Coliseum. Ty Robertson trying to run down the guys in front of him. Maynard come down on the pit lane about 10 laps to go to service this Maynard Motors Menard 02 machine. He's got a huge tire significant difference between him and the rest of the field. James Fountain, the race leader. Maynard will look to unlap himself. He'll do just that off turn 4. That'll put Nicholas Maynard down 1 lap here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, and we still have about 40 laps to go. Does the kid of Nicholas Maynard have enough time to unlap himself and drive back around? Does anybody else counter it here? Does anybody want to go down on the pit lane, try to burn that last set of rubber here? Or are you hoping and praying for the caution flag here tonight at Bristol that may or may not come? We don't know. We have officially reached the Booty Scoot Racing 40 lap to go mark. As we always do, we'll go ahead and ask you guys to drop your predictions in the chat on who you think's going to win the race with 40 laps to go. Early here on a Saturday morning, these guys rose out of bed to try to come grab a victory in playoff race number 1. Adam Peeler's had an awesome truck here tonight. This Toyota 27 Kyle Petty throwback machine, the Nurse Aviator, climbing the banking through 1 and 2. He'll be doored it over with what's going to be Neil Wright Tesner on the outside wall as Maynard makes himself through there. The lap traffic of Virgil Perriman will move out of the way. Virgil Perriman will make the pass over Corey Tesner. Guys, really starting to fall off here. We'll check the lap times last time around on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. James Fountain will run a 16.517. Nicholas Maynard on those brand new tires will run a 15.4. He is 1 second faster, now about 9/10 faster than the race leader in James Fountain. Ty Robertson has moved up to the 2nd place spot, just runs a 16.1 to the leader, 16.5. So Maynard a tad bit faster than Ty Robertson as well. We'll check the 3rd place spot. That's Michael Durham Jr. He almost ran a 17-second lap that last time around. John Michael Bryant runs a 16.6. A little bit quicker almost than the race leader, but not quite. Everybody has a chance at it here tonight. If I'm one of these drivers running about mid-pack through the field, I say why not go down there and try to throw on that set of tires. Robertson has finally caught the back bumper of James Fountain for the race lead, and he'll look to unlap him. He'll look to take the race lead here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel with about 30 laps to go. 31 laps remain here at the last great Coliseum, and we'll get our lead change that we were looking for. This will be the 3rd lead change of tonight. Ty Robertson has the race lead here at the last great Coliseum, trying to save a little bit of rubber. We'll check lap times this last time around for Ty Robertson as he makes the pass over James Fountain, a 16.145 for Ty Robertson. Maynard on those brand new tires runs a 15.6, 5/10 faster than the race leader. Does he have enough? He still needs to unlap himself one more time. Michael Durham Jr. What a solid performance here tonight out of this number 01 Toyota machine. Can't say enough about the redneck from Kentucky. It's been consistent all year long in this freaky fast Jimmy John's machine. Maynard will make the pass on the outside of the number 01. He'll continue to charge his way up through the field. John Michael Bryant doing everything he knows possible to try to run down the machine in front of him. That's Michael Durham Jr., who's struggling to put the gas down to ride on board the 01. John Michael Bryant closing up the gap to the 3rd place spot here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Looks like Nicholas Maynard working his way back around here. He's next person to pass will be James Fountain. That's that 2nd place position. We have 28 laps to go. Neil Rutt the 3rd doing some absolute managing here tonight in this 66 group. Damage early inside of this number 66 Toyota. He's just brought it here tonight to Bristol. They're telling him to bring it on home. You're faster than the guys in front of you at the current moment. Steady will win the race here. John Michael Bryant looking for that pass around that 01 freaky fast Jimmy John's machine. Bryant looking for the 3rd place spot here at Bristol. Has he saved enough Goodyear rubber to make a run to the front half of the pack? Or does the boogeyman continue to battle Michael Durham Jr.? He'll make quick work of him down into turns 3 and 4. looks like Nicholas Maynard has made the pass around James Fountain. He'll come to work to the back bumper of the lap traffic of Corey Tessner. This will be for position for Nicholas Maynard over Corey Tessner, as Tessner is now scored down on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel's Bristol Motor Speedway. He scored a lap down. Looks like Tessner will go to the middle of the racetrack. That'll force Maynard high on the outside. Maynard will take that spot over Corey Tessner kind of easily there. Maynard, we'll check the lap times here. He's on 4 fresh Goodyear tires. He'll have a shot at it here tonight. He might be the only other one to have a chance at it. 3/10 faster than the race leader that last time around, and Nicholas Maynard. Ty Robertson is right ahead of him, though, in this number 9 machine. We'll check Ty Robertson's lap time this time around on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. He'll turn a 16.2 last time. We'll check out what he gets this time. 16.3 for Ty Robertson as Maynard comes across the line. He'll run a 16.4. So Maynard a little bit slower there than Ty Robertson here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. Ty Robertson has not pitted since lap 92. That is over 108 laps ago. Holy cow, Ty Robertson trying to hold on here late at Bristol. Ty Robertson will put Virgil Perriman a lap down here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. Virgil Perriman will move up to the 6th place spot here, so that is 4 spots moved up here for Virgil Perriman tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. He has had a solid night here tonight in this Marvel Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. Battled back hard, got his lap back, and here he is. Battling for a top 5 spot. If he can run down Michael Durham Jr., that'll be his next position in line for spot. However, though, Maynard will have 18 laps to go here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel, and he is 1 lap down, trying to get around the truck in front of him. That's Ty Robertson. Does Maynard have enough rubber in him after making that pit stop about 55 laps ago? Not even 55 laps ago, about 32 laps ago now. Maynard come down pit road to take some tires. Got to split some traffic here between Michael Durham Jr. and Ty Robertson. Ty Robertson will lose a little bit of momentum there. Can he clear that 0-1 in the corner? Yes. Michael Durham Jr. will lose a lap there underneath the green flag conditions from the leader, Ty Robertson. Virgil Perriman will now have a chance at a top 5 here tonight at Bristol. If he can make the pass around, what's going to be Michael Durham Jr.? They'll battle down into turn 1. Our favorite saying here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel is grab another beer and light another cigarette. Light another cigarette from the Marble Man, Virgil Perriman, on the march here at Bristol. This will move this number 66 Toyota of Neil Rutt III up to the 3rd place position. Bowen will move up to the 2nd place spot. Robertson will have the race lead, but none of these guys on the racetrack have pitted in over 105 laps. Nicholas Maynard came down on the pit lane during this green flag run. He has been the only truck to do that. 65 laps to go. Maynard brought it down. Saved a set of Goodyear rubber. He'll have an advantage if the caution flag comes out right now. 12 laps to go. Maynard back on the lead lap, and he needs 3 spots to run down Ty Robertson for the win here. Does he have enough as Ty Robertson tries to bring this number 9 all the way around for 11 more laps? That is, half of 11 is what? 6, about 5.5, so about 10 miles left to go here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel here tonight. We'll check the lap times as they come across the line. Ty Robertson last pitted on lap number 92. Nicholas Maynard on lap number 145. Nicholas Maynard will run we'll check lap time here from Ty Robertson. They haven't made much distance between one another. Ty runs a 16.3 the last time around. Maynard runs a 16.3 as well. So I'm not sure if Ty Robertson's going as hard as possible or what. Maynard trying to get around the lap traffic. Well, not the lap traffic, excuse me. This will be for position. Maynard to Neil Rutt III. Maynard will make quick work of Rutt down here in the turn 2. So that'll now move Maynard up to the 3rd place spot. Bowen will have the 2nd place spot. Robertson will be the race leader. Maynard on the march here late. Does he have enough? 7 laps to go here at Bristol. Maynard just not able to make any kind of separation right now between him and Ty Robertson. Ty Robertson on 120 lap old tires, making it work here tonight at Bristol. Maynard trying to get around Tessner, the lap traffic car, the number 8 machine. If Maynard can get around James Fountain, that would be the pass for the second place spot here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Maynard will pull right to the back bumper of the Apex grading machine. Look underneath James Fountain. They'll be door to door down the front straightaway. Heading into turn 3, Maynard will make the pass around Fountain. That'll move him to the second place spot. There's Maynard in 4 laps. I don't think it's going to be enough to run down Ty Robertson, as Ty Robertson has kept up the speed in this number 9 machine. After making the pass, we'll check the lap time. Robertson runs a 16.521. Maynard will run a 16.3, 2 ticks faster than the race leader. Is it enough here? Maynard been ran around by the lap traffic, but it looks like lap traffic might be enough to bring home the win tonight for Ty Robertson. He'll get caught up in what's now the lap traffic. 2 laps to go here at Bristol. Robertson will move to the outside of the number 01 of Michael Durham Jr. and put him another lap down here tonight. White flag will be in the air this time around for Ty Robertson. Maynard heading down the back straightaway. He's not going to have enough, but it was an awesome call for an attempt at it. Robertson will head up the line through turns 3 and 4. He'll come across the line this time around on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Ty Robertson wins playoff race 1 at Bristol. And here comes the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard off of turn 3 and 4. That was the difference there, folks. Maynard tried something. He'll take home the second place spot here tonight. He'll come across the line. Neil Rutt the 3rd, and James Fountain for the 3rd and 4th place spot as Rutt grabs another spot over Fountain. Ty Robertson wins it tonight at Bristol. He'll burn it down for you fans on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Ty Robertson able to hold on to the race lead there, 2/10 slower than a hard-charging second place driver, Nicholas Maynard. Robertson wins his 3rd race of the season. His first playoff race here in the Madness Racing League TNA Truck Series. He'll drive it all the way around here at Bristol where there is a victory lane. He'll pull it up to the top of the victory lane, I shall say. Looks like he's listening to a spotter now, trying to get directions on where the victory lane is. Ty Robertson, I don't know how he done it, folks. 100 and something odd lap old tires. About 121 lap old tires here for Ty Robertson. He's able to hold on to the victory here tonight at Bristol on a late, awesome pit call from Nicholas Maynard, who tried to bring it around for the win. Just not enough time. Neil Rutt will make the pass for the 3rd place spot. Ty Robertson will take it to victory lane. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back here on the main broadcast cam live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Ty Robertson does the impossible here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for his team and holds on to the race win on 120-something odd old lap tires here tonight at Bristol at the Concrete, the Last Great Coliseum. What a awesome performance there from Ty Robertson. Don't know how he done it. I think we got our pit reporter down there on pit lane to ask him how exactly he did do that. You guys got a copy? Go ahead.
Down here in Victory Lane at the Bristol Motor Speedway for playoff race number 1 of the Magnus Racing League's TNA Truck Series presented to you by the Homerun Cafe. And we're with the race winner for the 3rd time this season, Ty Robertson. You'll win the first playoff race here, and it'll set you pretty good as you were already the points leader coming into the regular season standing, finishing. You were scored number 1 on the playoff seating. Kind of walk us through your race here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway in this number 9 car. It looks like you'll climb your way up the standings here and make a big gap.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect coming into the race. This track is always kind of hit or miss for me in all kinds of leagues. But we just tried to manage our tires the best we could and, you know, be good on the long run. And we were able to close the gap on the long run. And we were able to hold on to it there at the end. Nick played a good strategy there in P2. I honestly think he would have got to me if he didn't get in trouble in the traffic there. So that's unfortunate for him. But yeah, it's good to get the truck in Victory Lane. Hopefully we can continue the momentum and maybe close it out for the season.
That's Ty Robertson, driver of the number 9, where we'll go to Chicagoland 2 weeks from now. He's sure to be an obvious factor to win that race as well. We'll see how things shake out 2 weeks from now. We appreciate it, Ty. Let's go down here to the second place driver, the number 02 of Nicholas Manor. Nick, kind of walk us through your race here tonight at Bristol. I really don't want to say anything, but I guess we have to. We just want to thank everybody back at the shop, Team Penske Development, Menards, everybody on the 02 car. Was going for our second win here tonight. We ran over 800 laps this week practicing for this racetrack, for this exact moment, knowing that we had a chance to save the tire and play the strategy different. The caution fell our way. We ran green for the last 98 laps, and guys just pull over for everybody else, and then they race the guys that have a shot, like, you know, an ass. But it is what it is. You got to make it make sense. I think the crowd's seen a great race here tonight. I think they've really seen what happened on the long run, but it is what it is. We'll move on to Chicagoland. I'm not a fan of the rest of the tracks on the season, so it's probably going to be killer for our season here tonight. That's the driver, the 02 of Nicholas Maynard. We'll scoot down here to the 66 of Neil Rutt from Union Beach, New Jersey. Kind of walk us through your race, Neil. This 66 was bad fast on the long run. We've seen you drop back in the race earlier tonight to save a little bit of Goodyear rubber. But just kind of walk us through what happened there. You got swallowed up, got a lap down.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race for our number 66 NR3 Designs Toyota TRD Pro. Yeah, we got into a little bit of contact on the front stretch. We were just watching it back with the team. All 3 M&D cars decided to go for a slide, kind of messing up the left front fender for us. But other than that, you know, it was a pretty good run. I grabbed the bottom most of the race just to kind of keep the tires on. You know, I got third there, with battling hard with James at the end just to get to the end there. And, you know, I'll take a P3. Sorry, I got the team yelling in my radio. But it was a pretty good night. You know, we'll go to Chicagoland and see how we get there.
That's Neil Rutt, driver of the 66 Toyota Tundra here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway. That'll do it for everybody here. Top 3 drivers give their post-race interviews. We'll throw it back up to the booth. That'll do it for playoff race 1 here tonight at Bristol.
And we'll throw it back up to the booth here. We will go into a quick commercial break before we have anybody do anything crazy on the racetrack. We'll be back here in just a second with the post-race show. We do have your playoff points, I'm hearing from the admin, updated. So we'll see how the drivers shake out after race 1. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live from the Bristol Motor Speedway for race number 1 of the playoffs for the Madness Racing League TNA Total Nonstop Action Truck Series, presented to you by the Homerun Cafe. It was a hell of a race here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, absolutely owned and dominated by James Fountain, who sat on the pole here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel inside of his number 24 machine. James Fountain will lead a race high here tonight of 155 laps. He'll take home the bonus points for sitting on the pole, the most laps led here tonight, and his finish. James Fountain also had the fastest lap of the event here tonight, so 20 extra bonus points scored for James Fountain. He needed that inside of the playoffs. But it was all here tonight in the final results. Seen Ty Robertson lead 33 laps and stay out on 120-something odd lap tires to win it here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel from Coleman, Alabama. Nicholas Maynard made an awesome pit call there at the end, well, the middle of that long green flag run, about 103 laps to end it here tonight at Bristol. Maynard pitted about 60-something odd laps to go, unlapped himself from 2 laps down to finish second. Almost had a shot at the win here tonight. Neil Rutt III makes the pass around James Fountain there late in his M&D Motorsports number 66 Toyota to finish in the 3rd place spot. James Fountain sits on the pole here tonight, but brings home the 4th place spot in his number 24 Chase Johnson Racing Chevy Silverado. Virgil Perriman, the Marble Man, with a top 5, his first one here on the regular season. After finishing a lap down there, he'll make the pass around John Michael Bryant in his number 42 Toyota. John Michael Bryant made the manufacturing jump this week and for the rest of the season to the Dodge Ram program, and John Michael Bryant at J Money Motorsports have been handed the keys of a fully funded Dodge Ram program. How does the Boogeyman, your mom's favorite driver, turn his season around? 3 playoff races to go. Top 6 here tonight for J Money Motorsports. Adam Peeler in the number 27 machine will round out the 7th place spot here tonight after finishing 4 spots better than where he started from Landrum, South Carolina. Adam Peeler in his M&D number 27 Toyota finished in the 7th place position. Corey Tessner involved in the accident earlier here tonight, about lap 20, 30, 40, maybe 50 or so. Corey Tessner went around, lost that left front quarter panel. We had a stack up and a huge pile up on the front straightaway. Michael Durham Jr. will bring home the 9th place position here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel from Burnside, Kentucky, followed by Dagan Barnes in the 10th place position. Dakota Pignataro in the Toyota machine from New Bern will bring home the 11th place spot, with Everett Larson scoring the 12th place position here tonight. And the hometown driver here at Bristol, Tennessee didn't have the race that he was looking for. Melly Motorsports number 45, 10 Powers, will finish 122 laps down from Newark, New Jersey after engine troubles inside of that number 45 machine, with Chase Johnson taking the number 5 Chase Johnson Racing machine 200 laps down and taking the start and park here tonight after trouble with the airplane and getting to the racetrack. So that will do it here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Well, early this morning, I shall say, after a delay from yesterday. We appreciate everybody tuning in here, finding time on a Saturday morning for us as we bring you all of the action-packed races here to come in the coming weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not very easy to do this kind of thing, waking up early in the morning to do this, but we gladly appreciate it. You returned the favor here tonight with 4,000 likes and a total of about 28 people in the stream at the drop of the green flag. As fans begin to pile out of the racetrack here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, we will bring up those remaining scheduled races. Chicagoland, Wilkesboro, and Charlotte will be the final 3 playoff races that these guys will take off here in the coming weeks. Coming into tonight's playoff race, this is what it looked like. Ty Robertson on top of the leaderboard standing after winning the regular season point standings. Looks like he'll keep that spot after the win here tonight, but everybody else behind him was throughout the mix. Chase Johnson had a start and park. John Michael Bryant had a great day. Virgil Perriman had a great day in the Hard Charger Award. James Fountain had 20 extra bonus points scored. Fountain led a lot of laps here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have the final results here on the brand new playoff updates. Ladies and gentlemen, am I good to go, admin? Okay, yeah, we are good to go. So the admin is just giving me the A-OK to show you guys the brand new points system here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We apologize. Looks like that is the same one. I did not mean to put that on there for you folks. Let me see if I can't bring up the brand new one. There we go, folks. My apologies there. I thought I had put it on there. Bang! Ty Robertson increases his lead by about 120 points. So he'll score 120 points here tonight, but that doesn't make the gap. Look at James Fountain from the bottom of the leaderboard. All the bonus points, the top 5 sets him up really well. But look at Virgil Perriman. A big call here tonight, a top 5 for Virgil on the hard charger, puts him 3rd in the standings now. Nicholas Maynard will be 3 points behind 2nd as well, so there's a 3-point gap there from 2nd to 4th after a great call here tonight. Neil Rutt makes an awesome call. He'll finish here tonight in the 6th place spot, and the 3rd place spot. He'll finish 38 points back here after race number 1. John Michael Bryant will have some work here to do on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. So will Michael Durham Jr., Adam Peeler, Corey Tesner, and Chase Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, these drivers will face 3 more races here inside of the Madness Racing League until they figure out who is Season 3's champion. That'll do it here tonight for the playoff race live here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum. I'm Mr. Booty Scoot, reminding you folks that we are not responsible for your DUIs. Excuse me, if we bring up the driver inputs, they mean to bring that up there. No Xfinity race this weekend. There will be a recruitment race at some point tonight, live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. I'm going to hopefully think that we can try to get some brand new faces in here. Don't forget, folks, if you're looking for a place to race, you found it. The Booty Scoot Racing channel live right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel's MRL Xfinity Series. Sign-ups are open right now. $5 entry fee to get yourself full-time on the season. It's going to be one hell of a show. Scan the QR code on your screen. Get you back down on the main broadcast cam. Fans are starting to pile out of here. Thanks for watching the Madness Racing League Homerun Cafe Total Non-Stop Action Truck Series playoffs. 66 degrees is your current weather temperature with a northeast 4-mile-per-hour wind blowing in. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Mr. Booty Scoot. This is the Bristol Motor Speedway. This is playoff race 1. Ty Robertson wins it in a thriller.